Hello everyone, my name is Shamira, aka Mimi. If you are new, welcome to my channel. If you are returning, welcome back. Before we get into anything, let's get grounded with our four elements, that is earth, air, water, and fire. So for my fire today, it's something a little different. I actually ordered some sage and lavender, but instead I've got desert sage and this is juniper. I don't know if some of you guys know, but juniper was one of the um, spiritual plants mentioned in the Bible. I think it was part of the burning bush. I'm not sure, but if I'm wrong, someone correct me, okay? I have to read more into that. Like I said, I wasn't really prepared for this because it wasn't what I expected. So I'm gonna go light it, okay? For my air element, whenever you are lighting anything that causes significant amount of smoke, please make sure your room area is well ventilated, okay? So crack a window, open a door, um, just have that air flowing, okay? That free flowing air because we don't want to trap the energies within our space. We want it to move, okay? Transition somewhere else, exit somewhere else. So yeah, definitely crack a window, okay? So this is a really good light. Okay? That would be my air elements. Of course, I have my feather, okay? Um, for my water today, I have some positive energy tea, and that is the yogi tea. And that's something new, okay? So today, I guess everything is new. So, and of course, I have my water. Lonnie is, he's not napping, so he's sitting there waiting for me. Every time he hears me talk to the camera, it's his cue to just like ask me for anything under the sun. This is like my second take. So, and then I'm getting like so many phone calls from people. I had to silence my phone, um, just for a little bit. So today's stone, you guys, is emerald, okay? You see that heart? Can you guys guess what it's all about? It's green, and the heart chakra is green. You know, this stone is all about grandiose gestures of love. Um, I'm gonna go read it, okay? And this is also the number 22. Um, 22 is a master number, okay? 22, 11s, and 33s, master numbers. 22 is all about building, okay? When you add these up, though you don't add master numbers up, 22 is 4, and 4 is all about stability and foundations. Being at a standstill to build. 22 is a master builder, and I think this ties into maybe this is a message I have for someone about the heart. Stabilizing your relationship. No, baby. Wait till I'm finished, okay? Okay, just wait a minute, okay? Okay. Let me finish. All right? That's not right. Okay, it's okay. So, yeah, all about building relationships. Maybe some of us need to focus on stability instead of hopping from person to person or letting go of a relationship when it gets hard. Really work on it, okay? Really work on your relationship. Every aspect of it, okay? Not just the best parts, but the worst parts. If you are in a relationship that is triggering you, not abusive, okay? It's a difference. That is triggering you emotionally, work on that, all right? Because I don't know, when you just get into relationships without doing the work to stabilize it, of course it's going to fall, okay? So maybe some of you need to hear that. Definitely work on your stability within your relationship. It is a partnership, okay? It's a team. It's not an individual thing. Of course, you have your own individual journey, but also if you want to decide you want to jump into something with someone else, always make sure you are willing to cooperate, all right? Okay. So let me get into it. Emerald, giving and receiving love. Opening your heart to friendship, embracing unity. See, like I said, embracing, opening up to um, partnerships. So I'm going to put that right here. All right. And as you guys can see, I am wearing purple. Purple is the color of the crown chakra thoughts, okay? Connecting with your spirituality, your intuition, all right? And today I have to dig into my intuition because I've been noticing some things. I know I've missed Sunday. Sunday was my soulful Sunday, but today, you know what? I'm gonna make up for that because any day could be a soulful day. All right. Today's topic was gonna be um, something that really meant something to me, to my heart, close to my heart. But I decided to just go with my intuition and just speak this message that I'm gonna speak. I had to really recuperate this weekend because this weekend was a little busy. It was all about, Lonnie and my nephew. My nephew's birthday was, yeah, passing weekend. And just being around a whole bunch of children, I had to release all of my, adult burdens and just get into the playful spirit and just open up to them. Um, I don't know. Being around children sometimes it's healing. It brings healing to the soul. I know it brings healing to my soul. So I can't speak for everyone else, but I know it brings healing to my soul. And sometimes being around them is needed, So not only was it a good thing for me, but it was a good thing for, well, Lonnie was a good thing for me. And it was I'm an empath, so I soak all of that up. So I had to soak up the bad parts and the good parts, the tantrums and the fights and the disagreements, and that was a lot. Okay, not just one or two children. It was, you know, a handful of my nieces and nephews. I love them dearly, but oh my goodness, the bickering. Ah, children. They will be children. So I had to recuperate from that. I took yesterday off to just really zone in back to me, okay? Get back to that mommyhood, that adulthood, and you know, just regenerate, okay? So that meant silencing my phone, turning off my phone, not answering phone calls and texts because, um, most people who text me and call me they're adults. They can handle their own situations. Um, and this kind of ties into the topic of the day. um, Allowing people to deal with themselves and sit with their own emotions. When I talk about healing, I talk about that real healing. There is no shortcut to healing, okay? Which means whenever you're going through a hard time in your life, right? It is natural for us as humans to, venture off and like, let me go tell such and such what has happened because am I tripping? Sometimes it is necessary for you to get a second opinion outside of yourself. But if that is your first resort when you're dealing with anything and everything in your life, then that is a problem. That is codependency. Every single situation, anytime you're in a great mood, you're living it up, you're not really calling and texting everyone. You're living your life doing what's good. And as soon as you reach a problem, your first thing you do, let me go call such and such, let me go ask them. I'm telling you right now, every time you go through something in your life, um, you go through it for a reason, okay? Sometimes you don't really know the reason at that moment, but eventually you will. You'll learn it some way down the road. You'll learn it's a lesson within that circumstance, okay? And it's up to you to know what that is, not someone else. So you can't always go have to someone else to go give you the answers to your own problems. Sometimes the problem is you, and the universe and God, Allah, Buddha is trying to show you whatever you believe in. It's trying to show you that sometimes you are the problem. Not necessarily saying that that is a bad thing, but it's showing you what you have to fix within yourself to, for a better outcome. You can't always expect because I pray and I think great thoughts, things are gonna fix it themselves. Just a moment, you guys. Sorry. Because I know I'm praying or I'm a great person. I think I'm a great person. Um, Life is going to turn out a certain way, or I can't believe this is happening to me because I'm such a great person. No, you're not. You're not perfect. You might be a great person, but there are things within yourself that you know that you need to fix and you're avoiding. And sometimes people avoid them by pushing their problems and You know, so you guys. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My neighborhood is live. Okay. So sometimes people avoid their BS. They avoid facing their problems and facing healing themselves because they aren't ready to face their dark side. They go to other people for advice and for guidance. Okay, that they ask probably don't even follow um, to mask up or avoid having to deal with it. So they're like, well, I'm gonna get such and such because I know they always give me great advice. I'm gonna go to such and such so they can tell me what I want to hear. And when the person don't tell you what you want to hear, you're upset and you're mad. It's another thing. Another thing too, you cannot go through things in life, right? And then voice your problems to people and not expect to get some type of criticism, positive or negative criticism. Um, if you want to avoid that and you really want to deal with your problems and really fix the root of the problem, go within yourself, ask yourself, and stop looking outside of yourself for answers. If you don't want anyone in your business, then stop telling people. Whenever you're going through something, another person should not be the first thing you do. Okay? Sit with your crap, right? Cry it out, be angry, be upset, calm yourself down. Another person, okay, should be your last resort. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I found myself doing that, and I had to stop. Um, Dealing with your own mess when you first, encounter your circumstance, the negative experience. It eliminates a lot of drama and eliminates hurt feelings on your side and also on the other person's side. It causes conflict. Oh, well, I told such and such this and she said that. Okay, she told you her honest opinion about something. Why are you upset? He or she told you about their opinion, their honest opinion on something. Why are you upset? You should be prepared for that before you open your mouth and speak on something that it's always going to be a negative and positive type of consequence, whenever you do things. And I think a lot of people do not understand that. They don't understand. Obviously, they don't. It would be so many arguments and fights and, you know, unnecessary drama in life, overall. But yeah, that eliminates a lot of problems. Just sometimes when you're going through something, keep it to yourself. Deal with it as much as you possibly can. All right? Figure out your own solutions before you decide you want to go to someone else. You can go to someone else for a second opinion and counsel, but they should not be your first solution. They should not be your first resource for a solution. Don't do it. Okay, there's no shortcut. No one else can tell you about just your problems. And half of the time when you tell someone about your problem, you're not telling them the whole story because you don't want them to see you in a certain light. So you're going to tell them half the story that makes you sound like a victim. And some people don't realize they're doing it, but they do it. And I catch a lot of people come to me telling me, I'm the type of friend, I'm the type of person, I'm not going to call you every day. I'm not going to be babying you and, holding your hand and, buttering you up every day. I'm not going to do that. I have things to do. I'm growing. I'm learning. Sometimes I get super busy and I need some time off. I be tired. Okay, I'm exhausted after a whole day with Lonnie. Not even just Lonnie, with my own stuff, my own thoughts, my own feelings. Okay, and I'll let people know. I'm gonna turn my phone off for a little bit. If I don't respond to you in a day, it's not because it's something personal. I have 5, 6, 7 different people call me almost on a daily basis. And I have to pick and choose which person I'm going to spend time with because I'd be damned if I'm going to drain myself, trying to please all 8 people. I'm not going to do that. And it's not going to be every day. Okay? So yeah, that's when it comes to setting boundaries. Okay, you guys? But back to what I was saying, okay? Um, Definitely heal yourself the real way, okay? Like really heal yourself. Think about your situation, right? Think about what part you played in it, okay? If I would have done something differently, or what should how should I have handled that a little bit better, okay? Um, yeah, figure out all those answers within yourself Because half of the time, when people aren't aware of themselves, they aren't aware of their own, mess, they'll point the finger at everybody, and everybody is always going to be the problem except them, you know? And they find themselves in the same damn predicament every single time. So, um, when you have people come to you with the same BS that they've been coming to you for like 2, 3, 4, 5 years, um, sometimes it is really okay to ignore them. Okay? You either be brutally honest with them or ignore them, because you should not be coming to a person, or no one should be coming to you with the same BS that they were dealing with. Once you give them your personal opinion, or you give them some great advice because you do love them, um, leave them to their own thoughts and feelings and emotions. Let them deal with that shit. You know, um, don't even respond. I'm gonna tell you one thing: when people aren't aware, self-aware of themselves, aware of their BS, their mess, um, they will completely ignore your advice because it's not what they want to hear. They're not vibing on the same level as you. So, why extend that energy, and that knowledge and that wisdom upon them? I've heard this saying, I forget who says it. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Okay? And I know within myself, I am a great teacher. I'm great at teaching people things. But if you aren't ready to learn it and you don't want to hear the honest truth, baby, I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. All right? I'm going to keep my distance and you keep your distance, okay? You work through your mess and you figure it out. But don't come back to me with the same message you've been dealing with 2 years ago. Because I'm going to tell you the same thing. And if you still aren't ready to listen, you're going to keep and continue to experience the same outcomes, same circumstances over and over and over again. And that is the definition of insanity. Yes, so you guys don't allow people to drain the hell out of you, okay, with their mess. Set that boundary. Set that boundary with them, okay? That's either cutting their ass off, excuse me, keeping a distance from them, or completely telling them the full truth. Don't be disrespectful with it, but tell them the truth, because sometimes people are just, I don't know, oblivious to their own crap. And I'm all about, bringing that awareness to people and to the world as a whole. I cannot sit back with all the knowledge and wisdom that I've gained from my experiences and from life overall, you know, um, and just watch people dig themselves into a hole. You may not take my advice, you may not take it, you may not like it, but believe me, I am saying half the things that I'm saying. I'm giving you guys this knowledge for your greatest good. Because I do not want to see the people I love, the people around me, fail or suffer unnecessarily. So if any way I can help you, in any way you can help a person, help them. But if they aren't taking the help, leave them alone. Leave them to their own thoughts and feelings, okay? That is too much energy. You not have to explain yourself to a person who, you know, chooses to put themselves in circumstances, okay? Um, You shouldn't have to explain to them why you can't assist them. You know, you gave to your charity, okay? You did your charity for the year. I gave you free advice. I gave you, your support. But at some point, fix it, okay? Fix it. All right. There's no shortcuts. Everyone has to do the work. And if you don't do the work, there you go. You can't go through life feeling salty, okay? Because everyone won't help you. Everyone won't hold your hand or tell you something you want to hear. All right? Get it together. Andy already said, get it together. Okay. Now, you guys, I'm going to pull from my Heal Yourself deck because, like I said, I'm all about healing myself before anything, healing the community, healing humanity. Okay. So, I'm going to do a quick shuffle. I'm going to do a really quick shuffle. This is going to be my last shuffle if nothing pops up every time. Okay. All right. So, yeah, you guys. Okay. The card that I got was, okay, Pride. Pride, okay? That's number 7. 7 in numerology is all about um, knowledge, okay, wisdom, lessons learned. Like I said, sometimes people pride it in the way of them accepting a certain advice when someone is telling you something you don't want to hear, or when someone goes through a certain circumstance that humbles their ass. They have a really hard time because their pride and ego is getting in the way of accepting a lesson. So they go, well, I'm going to ask someone else for their advice about it. No, just accept that you're going through something for a reason, okay? And sometimes you have to admit to yourself, you have to get over your own pride, your own ego, and say, okay, this happened to me because I was a little too proud, or I was a little too egotistical. So yeah, life humbled my ass. Instead of like, no, no, I can't believe this is happening to me. Let me go ask such and such for their advice. Such and such give you their advice. You get upset. You're like, oh, I'm going to ask this person. No, no, no. Accept it for what it is. Okay. All right. And at the bottom of the deck, I got letting go. Okay. Letting go. Let that shit go. Let it go. Just understand that whatever is happening to you is happening because 9 out of 10 times it could have went a different way, but because you refuse to change, okay, or you refuse to see something within yourself, it happened. All right. And sometimes we, like I said, at that time when it happens, we may not understand. We may not understand it, okay? We may not be emotionally and mentally mature enough to understand it, but we will get there, all right? So please let go of this pride, okay? Get over yourself. Deal with your own mess. Allow other people to deal with their own mess. Stop rescuing them, all right? And I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it, okay? Pride. You may be acting out of arrogance and vanity. Humility is the key. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to read the whole thing, you guys. I'm going to read the whole thing. When you are prideful, you can become harsh and not conscious of your weaknesses. This can be temporarily, this can temporarily make you feel more powerful and superior to others, whilst at the same time cause you to be judgmental, unteachable, and hardened. Okay? Have you been fighting, quarreling, disagreeing with others? Are you always trying to prove a point and defend your position? Do you think that you are always right? By holding on to shadow pride, you are stopping yourself from progressing mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Okay? Stop overestimating your importance and learn to be humble. When you are too proud, you cannot hear others people's advice and you cannot receive your assistance. Empowerment means that you can be soft, caring, aware, and gentle. Recognize that you need other people's support to achieve true success. See, you guys, like I said, when you are angry, when you are prideful, egotistical, like, I'll be damned, this happens to me. I don't want to hear that mess. Um, you stop yourself from growing, you hinder your own growth. Um, Sometimes you can cause things to become a little worse in your life. You can cause situations to be stagnant because you really don't want to listen. You don't want to hear what other people have to say about you or say to you. So if you're not ready to face the truth and face your dark side, don't seek out other people's advice until you are calmed down and you are able and humble enough to listen. All right? You guys see I shuffle those cards, but somehow the card is always, tying to, the whole thing. Um, I can pull from the goddess deck. I'm gonna pull from the goddess deck, okay? The goddess power deck. All right. I can pull from it. I'm gonna do the same thing. Shuffle. Yeah, you guys, get it together. Someone needs to hear that. Too many have fell out. This is gonna be the last shuffle. Nothing falls out. I will take it off the top. Okay. I wonder if I'm saying it correctly, but I'm pronouncing it correctly. That is Uzumi. Uzumi. Okay, wait a minute, baby. Let me finish. Uzumi. I don't know. Humor. Okay. You guys can see it. Uzuma. Uzume. Uzumi. Humor. This name is humor me. I don't know. That is 49. That is 13. 4. Same thing, you guys. You reduce it. Um, and 13s, you guys. I don't know, some people might use that as a master number. Also, 13s are about that's the odd number. That's also the odd number of I don't know, the unknown. That's the number of the unknown. There is a 13th sign of the zodiac, which is Fucus. A lot of people disregard that. It's not important. But, whatever. Let me not get off the topic, okay? Humor. Okay, the goddess of humor. It says when Japanese goddess of laughter and mirth, Uzumi, enters your day, be playful, okay? Cultivate good natured humor. Laughter is the best medicine and exceptionally healing at this time. Keep your focus on fun and positivity and see the humor if you can. Okay? Life is not meant to be all work with no play, all focus and no release. Humor fosters resilience, lightheartedness alleviates emotional pain, and giving a much needed break from the burdens and speed of life. Okay, you guys? Yeah, so when it comes to, like I said, healing and dealing with your own mess, sit with your own problems for a while. Um, Learn how to deal with your problems and solve your own solutions without having to depend on someone else's knowledge and someone else's counsel all the time. Sometimes take yourself out, get your nails done, do something to make yourself feel good. Calm yourself down. Sometimes, I don't know, you ever seen someone get so upset they start laughing like, oh, they cry and laugh at the same time. Some people might think it's crazy, but it is a really on therapeutic relief, and a therapeutic release for some people, okay? Um, Someone once told me that's just the crazy coming out of someone's body. I've caught myself sometimes, laughing in the middle of me, like really upset. I mean, I don't do it now, but a while ago, like back then, I'll say about 2, 3 years ago, I used to like get so upset. And so I like, let me just laugh before I beat someone's face in. But of course, we get older, consequences to becoming physical people. We don't do that, okay? But yes, see that darkness within yourself and just learn that lesson, okay? Heal, learn the lesson. Don't become codependent and find ways to just, I don't know, bring humor into your life. Um, because half the situation that you go through is unnecessary. You don't have to share it with everyone. You can just deal with it, and sometimes dealing with it might look like, just having some type of emotional release, crying, laughing, um, doing what makes you feel happy, without another person. So, yeah, you guys definitely dive into getting to know yourself, getting to heal yourself. Um, when things in your life seems hopeless. All right? 2020, we're going into 2020. It should be the year of self-mastery, you guys, like delving into things that is more helpful than harmful for your soul, for your growth, just for a better quality life. So, yeah. Yeah, you guys, I don't want to I don't want to go on and on and on. I am reaching the 30-minute mark. So, you guys, if you guys find something useful and helpful from this video, like it, okay? Comment on the video, you guys. I want to know what you guys are thinking. Share it. Share it with others. Share that wisdom, that knowledge with other people, right? Because I know someone in your life might need it. Okay. So yeah, you guys. Um, Oh yes, I've almost forgot you guys. Check out my pendants. If you like this pendant, this is one of the pendants, the amethyst wrapped, okay? Pendants. Everything in my shop is handmade, made by my hands. Okay. So yeah, come get these healing energies. If you're interested in purchasing a pendant like these, go check it out. I will leave the link below this video, okay? And I will be uploading this video up on Instagram, okay? So it's in my bio, all right? So you guys, let me not forget, I'm still doing personal energy readings, okay? And that is $15, or the 2 questions for $10, okay? Everything, like I said, will be below this video in the description box below. So make sure you're reading it, okay? You guys have a beautiful, beautiful, okay, marvelous Monday, all right? Until next time.